Okay, there it goes.
I
Okay.
don't think it really does much. I think it's just like shows me.
Sorry, I'm trying to load my. Of course, it's just loading chat. Huh. Sorry about that. I'm actually streaming my own channel, so.
But they like hunting. You know,
Alright, whatever. Looks like it's not loading chat. Okay. Anyway.
I don't know. I can't tell
Alright.
if this is.
Yes. So. This is Enter the Dragon. It's actually, you know, Bruce Lee. They have to Enter the Dragon. And actually Enter the Dragon is an entirely different panel. But so here we have dragons being mythical, but the lessons they teach us about courage and determination are very real. So that's the reason why I like them, just because they're so powerful, they're courageous, they're bold, and they just look damn cool, right? So like they just strike fear in anybody, in awe, and they just whenever you see them anywhere in any kind of media or whatever, they're usually awe-inspiring, and that's why I also love them as well. So here's a picture of me. I actually did this at a local con at one of my libraries. So see all my little plushies right there. See my two guys right there, Yellow Tooth and Yellow Horn. They're my pretty much the most treasured thing that I own right there. Those two guys right there. And I think I had a little mini guy in here somewhere in this big pile, and a custom one as well. He's right there. That's a custom one I had made of Yellow Tooth. So that's the whole Game of Thrones thing with the Father of Dragons. So that's actually my collection of some of the dragons I have right there. Fortunately, a lot of them got broken out. This guy right here, but fortunately, so he got broken. It's like one of its horns is missing. So that's one of the things it's very disappointing, but this is when I did have them all up at once. So here's these two guys right there. There's my little guy. These are all from the Game of Dragons, which I think he's actually got a little hook in the back, so I actually got him off of eBay. I think he actually came from like a carnival game, because it says a Game of Dragons, and they didn't have his ID when I tried calling him. He's from Fiesta, and I forget the company that made this little custom guy. So how do you say it? So there's a lot of different ways you can say it, but I noticed a lot of them, which is, I think it's interesting that they all have the same like terminology. They're very similar. So that in itself is kind of interesting. Like how did they all get the same name in all these different places? You're wondering how that sort of spread between different populations. And then you of course have ones that are completely different. Like Chinese is long, the Polish is smok, and Hebrew is tanin. So why is King completely different? It's very weird. I guess you could, I kind of have a map of how later on. So here's the word origins. That Draco is a lot of, you see the names are based off of Draco, which is huge serpent or dragon. So in past times, they tend to be more like snake-like, more serpent-like, and that's kind of where this came from, like a huge serpent. Like that was sort of before they became more of the modern dragons that we all know of. Same thing with ancient Greek, Drakon also means serpent. So also, if you see the spelling W-Y-R-M, like that means like a worm. I think that's old Germanic, I believe. So that also came from the whole like worm, like dragon kind of thing. So they're more like serpent-like. So, there's supposed to be a slide in here. Yeah, okay. So where it can be found everywhere. So you can see all like the different areas. Like see, there's like the snake. We have more, of the Western style ones, like the Hydra. So they all kind of have that um, snake-like personality or design to them. So we can also find them in all media. Obviously, a lot of tales, verbal. That's a lot of the history comes from verbal. And that's where a lot of the snake-like things come from. Books, as you all know, like where's my other guy here? The Wings of Fire. I think I think he's down there. They're selling those Wings of Fire ones over in the what do you call it, dealer's den. Of course, we have comics, the movies, How to Train Your Dragon series, like this guy right here, Toothless. I know he's like one of the most well-loved dragons right here. Anime, there's a lot of dragons in anime. The manga, which you don't really see as much, but usually those go into the comics. And of course, cartoons, a lot of them there, and also videos like Dragonheart, that's a big one.
What about games?
Oh, you're right. I didn't put games on here. You're right.
Spyro, baby.
So, I was just thinking that Spyro. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason I left off games from here for some reason.
Nope for the future.
Yeah, no for the future. So origins, right? So of course we know that dragons don't exactly exist. So where did they come from? So dinosaurs is a big one, especially like the Chinese. Like they think that a lot of the Chinese dragons basically came from seeing bones and they call them dragon bones. Snakes, of course, like huge serpents, was the origin of dragons. We have eagles, which is more of the flying, predators. Crocodiles and alligators. Like there's actually the Chinese alligator is called the muddy dragon. It's basically a small brown alligator. And then of course lizards, which are basically slap wings on a lizard and becomes a dragon. So a lot of these often are predators, and that's often the origin of dragons is the creatures that people are afraid of. And these all kind of gone into that, especially like Chinese dragons have a lot of the different characters. They've got the deer horns, and then they've got the claws of like an eagle. They've got the snake-like body, and a lot of different characters that went into them. So I already showed that earlier. So here's they have a worldwide legend. Pretty much you can find it anywhere. China, Japan, Egypt, Mesopotamia. It's one of the earliest ones. They have the pots and different artwork of ancient times. There's some version of them. Iran, Korea, Vietnam, India, Greece, and Germany. And this in itself is actually quite interesting. How did they all form have some version of it? That's also the strange part. How did they? It's the same thing. The origin of all the different creatures that all of that sort of formed a dragon-like creature, and that's kind of the thing. Is you think, well, if all these have these myths, why isn't it real? Because it's spread out so much. You think of Harry Potter. Was it some some mythological or some secret society that that they all do spell to forget that we ever saw them. So that's kind of the interesting thing with Harry Potter, that I think they do exist, but they try to keep it so you don't know they exist. And also in that as well, there were dragons from different areas as well, the Hungarian horntails, in the movies, came from Hungary. So the thing, it could have been there's essentially with that as well. Each one has their own version of the dragon. And same thing, sometimes they're a crossover, China, kind of crossed over to Japan. The Chinese dragons and Japanese dragons are very similar. If you saw them together, you probably wouldn't be able to tell them apart. They're very similar to each other. And then there's things like Mesopotamia are just totally separate from anything else, because it's just, that was so far back in time. So where did they come from? So this is the same thing with the dinosaurs, right? So wingless dragon and a dinosaur with wings. If you look at this guy right here, that my friends got me this for my birthday. So it looks like a T-Rex, but you put these wings, you just kind of snap them on to make him a dragon. And then it's kind of like the theory of this. Like you can see it very much looks like a dinosaur, but you can slap the wings on him and he becomes a dragon. So that's kind of the Chinese called them dragon bones, and they thought that they had some mystical power to grind them up. They can like heal you and stuff like that. Obviously, it didn't, but that was their philosophy of, what they thought they had some kind of mystical powers. So this as well, if you look at this, this is the Archaeopteryx, and if you were just looking at this, like it looks like kind of like a dragon. Like if you looked at that, you would think this is some kind of flying reptile. Obviously, I think they think that they actually had feathers, that they weren't actually, reptiles. But like you can see a Chinese person could look at something like this and be like, oh, that's a dragon, and then think it has some kind of mystical properties. So, and then of course we have the not real bones. So this was a stunt thing for Game of Thrones, that they put this giant dragon skull on the beach and sort of became, I forgot what town it was, place it was in. I think it was in like California or Los Angeles, something like that. But they put that there to advertise it. So imagine if you saw something like this show up on the beach, like that. That would be pretty amazing. So there are two main types. So we have the Eastern dragon, which is usually the good guy, and then the Western dragon, the bad guy. So this is Haku from Spirited Away. So he's essentially a friendly dragon. He's actually, I guess you can call him a were-dragon. He's like a human that can turn into a dragon. And then, of course, there's Smaug, like one of my favorite dragons. So he's kind of the bad guy. So things have sort of changed, of course, with, like you have Toothless, who essentially was the bad guy, and then became the good guy. So he kind of had this transformation. It's like, they're just seriously misunderstood creatures. So, yeah, this is a lot changing here. Usually, Eastern dragons are never really the bad guy, but they can be in certain in media. So of course we have the Eastern dragon. So as mentioned before, we have the characteristics. We have the body of the snake, antlers of a deer, talons of an eagle, feet of a tiger, scales of a carp, and then supposedly eyes of a demon. So this is kind of their representation of like animals, and like kind of has a meaning to like their characteristics. And they're supposed to bring good luck and rain, and they're sort of animalistic compared to like the Western dragons, and more just big reptiles, whereas Chinese dragons, they can have fur, like they can have a whole bunch of different things, and they're more of like the animals, and like kind of have more of a representative meaning to the Chinese. And I don't know if you know this, but they actually show them beings that they actually can have different numbers of toes on their feet. And that can mean something. So if they have 5 toes, it's related to the imperial family. So pretty much if you ever in China, I mean, I'm guessing it's probably not so much anymore, but like back when they had the big emperors that they wore, their kimonos with the dragons on them, if you drew a picture with a dragon with 5 toes on it, then you can basically be punished for it. Because the emperors kind of consider themselves as, descendants of the dragon. So if you did something that's, that has 5 toes, not a good idea. And then you have 4 toes, which is more of the high-ranking deities. So they're kind of just under it, and those are kind of safe to use, but like usually, like the more the name dragons are, the ones that are like more the well-known ones. And then you have 3 toes, was just, the commonly or lesser official or commoner. like you probably see it, the regular drawings of it. So those are safe. So there are actually different Chinese dragon types. So you have Shenlong, which, as you know from Dragon Ball, it's actually Shenron, which is the god dragon. So this is the spirit / god dragon. So what they actually did is, because how the Japanese pronounced Shenlong, like they kind of had like Shenron, so they actually made it Shenron instead of Shenlong, which is interesting. And it also kind of gave him actually its own distinct name that was like different than spirits, like or Shenlong. So if you say Shenron, everyone kind of knows that that's the dragon from Dragon Ball, because there's no other creatures named Shenron, because that's kind of the Japanese version of it. Then they have Yinglong, which is the wing. They actually have, that is actually kind of like a Western dragon. It's a Chinese dragon with wings on it. And then Jialong, which is horned. The Panlong, which is coiled, which you kind of think of Pan. That's what I think of, like around. Qulong, youthful. Dailong, earth. Huanglong, wisdom. And then you have the two kind of guardians. You have Fukanlong, and then Tianlong. So they're the ones like sort of guard treasure and celestial. So like this guy is more like with the stars, and he's kind of a cool one.
Space dragons.
Yeah, space dragon. Yeah, space dragon. And then, as you know, they're also associated with different elements. Water is the big one. Like a lot of tiny dragons are based with water. They control the tides, or they're in the clouds. They control rain. So flow, adaptability, and mystery. And then you have wood. I think for each Chinese year, like when the dragon comes up, I think depending on the year, they actually have different elements it's associated with. You have fire, the fire dragon, heat, energy, transformation. You have earth, stability, nourishment, and grounding. And then you have the metal, which is strength, precision, and clarity. So of course, metal is very, very strong. And also, if you saw earlier, with Haku, he was also a water dragon. So he kind of fit in with that. He was like, was it the Lost River or something like that? He was associated with. And then at the end, like he said his name, and then it kind of freed him.
Kohaku River.
Oh, what was it?
Kohaku River.
Oh, Kohaku, that's it. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that. So there are actually other types of Easter dragons. We have of course, the Japanese, Korean, and Vietnamese. And I think a lot of these, I think the Chinese dragons sort of filtered over to them. It's like a lot of them are very, very similar, especially like the Japanese. So here's some famous Chinese dragons. Of course, we have Shenron. We have Haku, as I mentioned earlier. We have Mushu, little guy. I'm a dragon. I don't do the tongue stuff. Then we have Falcor, which he's actually a luck dragon, though he's one of the weirdest dragons because he's from Neverending Story because he looks like a giant dog. And it's like, you really consider, he's kind of like, he's not really a Chinese dragon, but it's kind of a luck dragon, so he's kind of in his own category. But it's a wonderful movie. There's Sizu from the Last Dragon, and then Long from Wish Dragon. He's a really cute dragon too. He's really funny. So of course we get to the Western dragons. We have Smaug there. Oh.
Whoopsie. Whoopsie.
Okay.
Uh-oh. There we go.
There we are.
So there's some characteristics. That's the thing about Western dragons, is that you can pretty much do whatever you want with them. And that's kind of what really makes them cool, because since technically they don't exist, you can design them any way you want. And that's what makes them so cool, because there's so many different representations of them. We have the scales, element breath, wings, horns, ear frills, back spines, tail spades. Some have fur. Some characters, they have them on their head or on their back. Well, actually, speaking of that, it's kind of funny that dragons kind of fall into the furry fandom, though they're not actually furry, which is kind of funny. But you have, like, I think the Dutch angel dragons, which do have fur. They call them scalies, and the spikes, and then of course their fangs. So ear frills is interesting because that's really associated a lot with lizards. With nothing really other has that besides reptiles have like the ear frills. Now here we go, the types of dragons. So this is where, of course, there's this huge like wheel here that you have ones with no wings, you have ones with 2 heads, you have the drakes which have like no wings, and they have 4 legs, and you have the dragon 4 legs and the 2 wings, and you have your wyvern, which doesn't have front legs, and the amphitheater, which has wings with no legs, and then I mentioned earlier, here's the worms that have, it's kind of the snake legs, so this is a lot of the ancient texts and stuff like that include these, worms right here. Though people can often use worm for dragons, like these guys. Though technically the word worm means this. It's just a legless, wingless dragon, but that's often associated with these guys because, well, just worm looks cool. The Quetzalcoatl. Though think of technically, Quetzalcoatl is like an Aztec. It's really a winged serpent. But like people can maybe consider that a dragon, and then your sea serpent, and then the salamander guy, and then here's your Chinese dragon, and then there's some other things like Kurins and Fang, like the little fairy dragons, and the cockatrice, which is technically not really a dragon. It's more of like it actually kind of has like a like a rooster head on it. So I don't know if I would necessarily consider a cockatrice a dragon. But you could. Then over here's basically, the worm, no legs, 2 wings. Lindworm, 2 legs, no wings. The drake, 4 legs, no wings. You have the dragon. Well, actually, that kind of looks like Spyro, doesn't he? And then 4 legs and wings. The wyvern, 2 legs and wings, which those 2 guys right there are wyverns. And then amphitheater, no legs, and it has wings. So here is the wyvern debate. So that's a huge thing. Like, is a wyvern considered a dragon? Well, his first 2, because it mentions specifically as a dragon. This one mentions it as a dragon. This one here mentions it as a winged dragon. This mentions it as a fire-breathing dragon, and these 2 just says it looks like a dragon. This says resembling a dragon. And this says it's a heraldic beast. And the last one didn't even know what it was. It didn't even have a definition. So I had no idea what a wyvern was. But you can see even these 2, they both describe it as different. So it's a huge debate. So what exactly is this? So this is from Game of Thrones. And a lot of them are doing this with the 2 legs. And it's debate whether she calls them dragons, but people say, well, it's really a wyvern. So is it a house of wyverns? Well, it depends. But that's the thing. Like, people complain about it. The truth is, they don't exist. So we have no definition really of what is, right? So, as in the past days, they called anything a dragon. Anything that looked like it could even be a big serpent, they call it a dragon. So it has wings, it has, and it's a reptile. Technically, that would fit into its definition. And if you actually, the Hobbit is actually on the first Hobbit when they show Smaug like taking over the mountain or their castle. That they showed him with 4 legs, but then in the sequel they showed him with 2 legs. So they actually changed how they depicted Smaug. And what's interesting enough is that the book shows him with 4 legs, like in the intro. And they had an old version of the Hobbit which showed him with 4 legs, and it kind of looked like a giant fox. Very interesting. And then he had the big shiny eyes that came out. And they made him look really scary in the animated version. So if you were a kid watching that, it probably would have scared you because they made him really ferocious. So of course now we have the role-play dragons, Dungeons and Dragons, the dragons that we all know. That each one of them, of course, has their different characteristics. So here's my guy, my character, my sort of avatar is the black dragon, the skull dragons. So each one, like they have different horns, different characteristics on them. So usually the white guys, the colored guys are bad, and the kind of metallic ones are good. So pretty much in the lore, if you look at one, even if you didn't know its color, you can probably tell what kind of dragon it is, because each one has its own type. You see all of them right there. See, like basically the white one, he's like kind of the big fat guy. So here's the roleplay dragon types. I'm pretty sure in play D&D, they already know. So the chromatic is the evil line, the metallic is the good guys, and then you have the gem dragons and Ferris. I guess don't really come up as much. The gem are neutral, and then Ferris is just whatever they want. They're just whatever align. Oh. I think I'll hold the cable here. Okay. So like yeah, these two are less common. So one time when I was doing D&D, one time I came up against a dragon. It was a green one. It was a baby. It stuck its head through like a tower, and we were this close to scaring it away, and it TKO'd all of us in the party. And it's the first time everyone ever died in a match. He's like, well, that's it, session is over, guys. And he says and I was playing as a Dragonborn, and I kept failing my rolls. So we were that close to scaring it away, and then it just did one, chemical breath weapon, and we all died. And that was the only time we encountered a dragon in the time playing D&D.
A lot less dragons in D&D than you think.
What?
A lot less dragons in D&D than
I know, exactly. Like one time when I was playing D&D, came across a dragon. So I think it's called Dungeons and Dragons, but you never see them because they're so powerful, and they don't put them in the game. Usually the ones I go to are just casual play, so none of us really have. We have there's no way we can go against a dragon.
You might be working for one, you just don't know it yet.
What?
You might be working for one, you just don't know it
Yeah,
yet.
right, exactly. Well, technically my character was a dragonborn, so technically I probably could have, as you can imagine. So the red, so they're the chaotic evil ones, proud and impulsive, the most powerful chromatic dragons. So you don't really want to meet up with one of these guys, especially when they're ancient. The white ones, they're also savage, but they're kind of stupid in the lore. Arctic, they have cold breath. The green ones, that's the one I went to up in D&D. So that guy is lawful. Technically he's lawful. He's cunning, treacherous, manipulative. Of course they live in the forest in their tutorial. You have the blue, which is also a lawful one. Deserts, they can be territorial, vain, manipulative, and they form well-ordered societies. And then, of course, here's mine. So mine is a black and red dragon. It's a chaotic evil dragon that lives in swamps and ruins. Is cruel and fond of causing despair in its victims. These are kind of the most evil version of them. This is the most powerful. Is kind of the most evil one. And then we'll get into here's the breath weapons. So I'm not really going to cover I just left off the these other guys because they don't really come up so much. The metallic ones, I don't think they really come up so much in D&D. So the red, of course, is the fire one. You have the cold, white, the blue is lightning, black acid, green is poison. And then, of course, actually the metallic ones have very similar. So the brass has fire, the bronze is lightning, the copper is acid, gold has fire, and the silver is cold. So I think which one? So one of these. Poison. Yes, the poison is the one that doesn't come up with the metallic one. So this green one is kind of different than the metallic ones. So who's the boss, right? So as well, Tiamat is the chromatic. So this is depicted a lot in D&D, especially in all the covers, and then also in the old animated version. She comes around a lot. It's a female, and each one has different colors. So it kind of makes her unique. So I'm the father, she's the mother. So each one has the different breath weapons. So really, this main head is the one that talks. These other ones just kind of play along. And then we have the less common one, the Bahamut, is a metallic. See, this one didn't really have an official version of Bahamut. Like, there's no, like, she's depicted everywhere, but not really this. There's no, like, really official pictures of Bahamut, which is kind of interesting. I guess forget about the good guys, right?
It's like, it's the dragon's version of God. So the metallics say that he is more like their type of metallic than anything. The only thing that's consistent among all of the metallic dragons is that Bahamut is the platinum dragon. Bahamut
Right.
is
He's platinum, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I think like he's kind of more mingling, like he doesn't, like he's more behind the scenes. So like whereas Tiamat is kind of like in your face, and that's why she's kind of more common because it's like the big thing like if you want to go against Tiamat, right? So it's like the big campaign to defeat her and stuff like that. Whereas it'd be cool if they depicted him a little bit more, but they don't really. So here's an example of fire breathing. Of course, this doesn't actually exist in real life. So there are various, use various chemical reactions that can, of course, create fire. There are different ignition sources, like you can have like a flint or something in their mouth to create a fire. There's fuel sources, like you can have hydrogen. I think in A Flight of Dragons. Yeah, like they had methane, or was it methane or hydrogen? I don't know. I think it was methane. So like breathe fire and also kind of made them like puff up and able to fly. Actually, that's something I could add. How they can fly. That's probably something I could add in the future. Because technically, like if you think about a big dragon, like something from like Game of Thrones, it couldn't fly. It's too big. It's too heavy. Especially if you have like a person on your back. So that's all in the fantasy realm, right? So if a dragon actually would exist, it would be small. Like it would be, something like, if you've seen the common, actually I could actually mention there's the common flying dragon, the Draco Volans. Like it's future things I could add in here coming up with it. But they're like little lizards that have patagia. They spread out their ribs. That kind of makes like a sail, like the flying squirrels, and they can soar between trees. They can't flap it, but it kind of makes them look a little bit like a dragon, which is it's really cool. And then like you have the bombardier beetle that like spray things and they out of their ass. They spray like this really hot chemical that will basically scare anything away. And the spitting cobras that spit their poison. So like something like a acid dragon, something could spit it the same way through fangs. So this is something that's interesting about Rain of Fire. They actually kind of really focus on the fire breathing. It's something I've read. Like they actually have the two jets right here. They came together to create this flame, and that's something that they actually kind of wanted to make a realistic version of this. And if you actually watch like how they do that in the movie, it's really cool how they kind of make that look like it's something that could actually happen. That's a pretty scary movie. So of course your famous dragons, you have Tiamat, Bahamut, Toothless, my buddy over here, Smaug, Draco, Elliot, Drogon, Nober, and then there's Spyro. You could throw in there as well. So here's Femberchild, this guy, the big old fat red dragon. I thought this was so funny because they actually depicted a dragon that was actually like comedic, and like they made him what was it? They said something like what did he do with his last place? He said he probably ate it or something like that. So actually, like it was the what is the name that they had for these dragons? The Flame Keeper or something, in the Dungeons and Dragon lore, and they kept feeding him, and then he kind of realized that they were gonna kill him. He kind of broke free from them, and they found a new place. So that's why he's so fat. So and then this is my last thing. So Darkman Games. So this is my I actually made this with AI. So it took a very long time because my character is based off of Deathwing and Darth Vader. So like I got the lightsaber, I got the helmet on, and then all the other stuff with Power Incarnate. That's something with Deathwing, and then the control unit there. So I tried to before this try to do AI to create a an animation of it, and this is what it came up with. I'm like, what is that? Like, I have no idea, and it seemed to know what this is, but I was like, that makes absolutely no sense. So, well, it's gonna get a Q&A, but just before this, I don't know if you are familiar with the for category. I actually just before this, I didn't reply in time to the email, so they threw me in here the last minute to this panel. They had open space. That's funny. I also applied to do the panels over at CanadaCon for last year, but when I submitted it, they still had the panel open. It was still for the previous year. So yeah, facepalm, and I was like, wait, how come I don't have my panels? They're like, oh, because you submitted on the previous year, and I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Because they actually compensate you for doing the panels in the CanadaCon. So not only did I miss out on that, but then my volunteer application didn't go through, so I'm paying for the whole thing. So I just wanted to play something else. I thought it'd be interesting. I don't know if they can hear this. Oh, you can't. Can you hear that?
Change your output device.
I know, that's the thing, but it doesn't really fun.
Change your output. Yep.
So then click the speaker
Okay.
there. And then you make sure it's on the right one.
I'll
So
see.
it's going to be on output.
It is.
Is this one? It is, but is the volume on?
Yeah, it is. Or is this the microphone? This is the microphone.
Does it have Bluetooth?
Yeah, you don't have plugged in directly.
Is
I
there?
think the TV itself has speakers.
Is the TV volume up?
Well, it looks like it.
You gotta find what it costs.
No. Well, I'll just save this for next year, I guess. I don't know.
I'm guessing there might not be any controls.
Yeah. Anyway. So. Can't hear it. Anyway, all right. Well. Oh, let's go to the last slide. Oh.
Too far.
So yeah, I try to also get AI to see if I could make this add a background, but it's still working on it. just leave that up. So I guess it's when does this panel go to?
3.
3? Okay, got another 15 minutes. So I don't know if you guys want to, you have any questions or anything? Anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a VR chat pop up for a second. What sort of dragon adventures do you get up to?
For what, VR?
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't really do that a whole lot. Like what particularly in VR?
I don't know, social VR. I know there's many dragon avatars.
Yeah, I mean, I bought a VR headset from my friend, but I haven't really done a whole lot. And actually, they're doing an update, so that like I can't use my Quest 1 anymore. So I was looking into maybe upgrading, but that's, so I'm not sure. So we'll see. I actually was gonna buy one off a friend, a coworker, but I guess the person wanted to keep their VR headset. So, but there's somebody I follow with the Dragon Bloggers channel. I actually stream for them as well. So I think I flagged in there that they were selling a VR headset. I think they get commissions for it. So it's mentioned that that's my Twitch profile as well as YouTube and whatnot. So I don't really stream so much anymore, but that's if anybody's interested in that.
You talked a lot about D&D. Do you play Magic the Gathering?
Yeah, like when I actually had a dragon deck. So it wasn't until senior year of college that I found out my friends actually played it. And I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So that I was in one place, one of my work, they played it a lot, and I played it a lot with them, got the cards and everything. And then once I left there, I went to some like local places for a while, but eventually just stopped playing it. Because like I don't know, like I wasn't really that great at it. So like it just was like, why am I still playing this? Like I was buying cards and then I was just getting destroyed anyway. So it was like, what's the point? But I did play make a dragon deck that I had fun, and also they had that commander dragon deck as well. But right now they're just sitting in my closet, unfortunately.
Do you have any favorite dragons?
But actually they had Gaming Etc. They were around for a while. I think they were in Stratford, but then that's where I went for a while. But then they closed their doors, and then there was nowhere really nearby, that had them, that played. So do you play?
Yeah, my friend got me into it. I do have a dragon deck as well.
Oh, cool.
Karthus is my favorite dragon from there.
Oh, okay.
Commander.
Gotcha. So there's also there's a meetup after this as well. If anybody's interested, but I don't know any people here. Anybody here have a dragon persona? Oh, you do?
Yeah, purple Western dragon.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm Severn. I am a blue dragon.
A what?
Blue dragon.
A blue dragon.
I'm actually my character is actually half storm dragon, half star dragon.
I don't know. People keep the mask on. It's like this thing is open. It's still hot. You're gonna get fanned in there, right? Yeah, dude. Oh.
I'm a Guardian Angel Dragon.
An angel dragon, yeah.
Actually, I'm a Guardian Angel Dragon,
Mhm.
not a Guardian Dragon. Just a Guardian Angel Dragon.
Mhm.
I have angel, a half Guardian Angel, and a half Ice Dragon.
Mhm.
Both of my parents are very simple. My father is a Guardian. He is the light of. He is a Guardian Angel Dragon.
Uh-huh.
Part of what he is a light. and my mother, he's a regular, he is a regular, she is a regular dragon. She's an she is an ice dragon. She's also a princess, and so my father is a prince.
Gotcha.
I
Yeah, go ahead.
try to pronounce it right, so you try to understand.
What? I can't. I'm sorry. I'm trying.
Okay, I will try and make it pronounce what I'm trying to say, so you have to understand what I'm trying to say. From my BC.
Okay. Gotcha. Are you gonna?
So I gotta name one that's a kind of Western style furred blue fire dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Since
Gotcha.
I have much to give for it. I've got a bunch. I also have a bunch of Wings of Fire OCs as well.
Mm-hmm. Like, where do you get your like things made with the avatar? Like the things like that, yeah.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
I made this myself.
Oh, you make? There's some people with stuff like that. It's all like self-made.
I think some people get them commissioned. This one I made and did and laminated myself though.
Mm-hmm. You bring it somewhere to do it?
Yeah, just at home.
Mm-hmm. Wait, you
A lot of
laminated it
people
at
on
home?
Artist Alley, they do it.
Oh yeah, people in Artist Alley do it. I did mine at home.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Gotcha.
I commissioned this one at Furpocalypse.
Is that do you have a dragon back there? I don't know if that's is that a dragon? Or no, some kind of deer? Can't even tell.
Looks like a dragon to me.
Yeah. Good color, invite her in. Any, what's your all favorite dragon like? Does everybody have a favorite dragon? It's tough, yeah. I think mine is probably, well, Smaug and Toothless. Probably my favorites. Smaug is so smart and so powerful. Like he's kind of like the epic one you have to fight.
I mean, honestly, probably for me would be Spyro.
Oh, Spyro too, yeah.
Was the big inspiration. Like, I discovered dragons through Spyro and immediately became obsessed with everything that had to do with dragons for the rest of my life.
Oh, really? Thank you for rescuing me, Spyro. Yeah, the new actually I just found somebody actually on TikTok that was like had a dragon character just before here and was streaming Spyro. There's actually a couple of TikTok channels I've seen that have been doing Spyro. I downloaded the trilogy, was playing that for a little while, but it's a very time-consuming game.
I actually got to meet one of the people that works for Toys for Bob, the people that did the remaster of Spyro
cool.
A, and it was really cool talking to them about it. It's like, so how hard was it to translate a PS1 era game to the modern age?
Oh yeah.
And they were just like, you don't translate, you start over.
But they look very similar to like the original.
Yes, but it's like a lot of these remasters when you have it, so you can switch between the original graphics and the new version. The original graphics are still built on a new engine and stuff like that, so they did have to start over. A lot of these games, especially like PlayStation 1 era games and stuff like that, the source code for them to remake them isn't actually out there anymore.
Yeah.
So you kind of just have to.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean they could just, upgrade the graphics to something that was, back then, like that'd be impossible. But like, it was kind of cool because, like, I've always wanted to play Spyro, but I never had a PlayStation until recently. So it's like I could never play it. Like I knew it existed, but like I was like, well, I don't have a PlayStation, because I was like Nintendo and then Xbox, so I never had a PlayStation. But now, now that I'm PC, so now you could play it on the PC and never, you know, they didn't have to have those consoles.
Did you see the demo for Glide the Dragon?
Yeah, actually, I played that demo, but like, because I also stream sometimes on the Dragon Bloggers channel. So I tried streaming on there, and like, it got to the part like where there was like a lava area, and I had absolutely no idea what to do. Like, I was completely lost.
I'm
Like,
hoping when they would release the full game, there's a lot more direction.
Yeah, there was. I was
It
like,
became very easy to get very lost.
there's a lot of platforming, and like, I was like, I have no
For
clue.
me, there was just a little too much combat. All the like, unless they evolve the combat more, where there's more moves, it became very repetitive.
Yeah.
So, repetitive combat on top of not knowing what you were doing half the time.
Yeah.
I was like, I am interested to see where this game is going, but it's got a lot of work to go.
Yeah, like I think you had to like light up all the crystals, and I did, and I was like wandering around.
Why
I
is
was
it
like,
not doing anything?
I was like, what am I supposed to go next? And I tried to like look up, because I think it's a cool game, but like I tried to look up like how-tos or something, and there's nothing.
Yeah,
Like I couldn't find anything about how to beat that level, so it's like, you know, like. So like when it starts devolving into like, you know, the whole platforming thing, it was like, it just felt like it was another Spyro, you know, like it's just like, it's the thing we can change the elements and stuff, but like,
It's like I kind of feel bad for the team because they started working on Glide
yeah.
before the remastered trilogy was a thing.
Oh, really?
They started working on it because there hadn't been a Spyro game in so long.
Oh, really?
And then they came out with the remastered trilogy. Like, oh.
So I remember
I'm in
like,
the Discord for the game, and it was like the day that they were like, yeah, so about that news that was on the game show.
what was that?
When when they announced the Reignited trilogy.
Oh.
They did like a little update post to Glide, and they're like, so about that recent trailer that released.
Oh.
It's like, I do all this work because I haven't seen Spyro games in so long, and then
They
of
do
course it just pops up.
Yeah, because I don't know, because it felt like it was like the game was
Because
like,
it was
it's
one
like,
of those things. They
looks
were
like
rumored.
Spyro.
They were
Yeah.
rumored. Oh, they're working on a new Spyro. Oh, they're working on a new Spyro. Oh, they're working on a new edit.
Scalies?
Everyone
Yeah.
threw it off.
Scalies? Scalies?
Everyone threw it off, and it was that.
I'm sitting here now.
It was. Oh, now it's here.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Whoops.
Do you talk? Please tell me you talk. Oh, close enough.
So
Wait, that's not a Scaly. Wait, what the fuck?
the circle, right?
I'm getting scanned, bro.
I was actually looking at it. There was a clip. I think I forgot. It was Canadian Dragons or one of their one of their clips.
okay.
Like they had a funny clip from Glide of like they had another character just came by and just like walked into just like pushed the main character out of the way and they're like, excuse me.
Yep.
It's just so funny.
So, even though I was really excited to come here because I wanted the scaling meetup, it is clashing with the trading panel. So my hope here was that people here actually had good scaly merch that they might be willing to trade.
No.
What do you
None of
mean?
these guys are for sale.
I don't want any of you guys. Those are plushies. I want pins. I want snakes. If anyone here has snakes. You got snakes? You? There's no one got snakes, man.
Or they be considered,
I'll take another one.
or they could be considered worms. WYRMS.
Wyverns?
No, worms, WYRN, worms. You know, if you
Legless dragons.
follow my panel, legless dragons, yeah, snake-like dragons, or you could consider them Western dragons, whatever you want to define them as. Oh, there's a.
Then I feel like I might need to dip at it because I need to get all these stickers off me and all these pins to upgrade to snakes.
Look at all these pins.
I know, but I want my scalies.
Here you go.
This is not bringing me any comfort.
No. Would you like a sticker?
Merp.
I think I might head to the trading panel then if that's the case.
I got this. Not to eat my dragons.
Not even.
These dragons are taking up all the scalies. Panel 5, okay.
Oh, another thing too, like on the whatchamacallit, the like the most common like furry creatures. I think dragon is at number 3.
Yeah.
So I think it was fox and wolf were the other two. Fox is number 1, and then wolf I think was number 2.
Yeah.
So.
Except the degree to which they exceed is astronomical.
Yeah.
Like, the degree that wolves dominate this fandom is just
Yeah.
something different, man.
Dogs, what you gonna do?
Here for the scaling meetup.
Oh yeah.
Gonna say hi to my plushies over here.
There's a fucking bird here.
Yeah, what's a bird doing?
Why are,
Yeah, they're technically a dragon if you squint your eyes.
Yeah.
why aren't we discriminating anymore? Why are we being so accepting?
They're my plus one.
It could be a question of color.
Let's see if we got any. Still only 2 viewers.
Okay, well, I do need to. I will come back here if I can get my. If I can do my
I
lap.
wanted to get this one sold out. They sold out.
Yeah. So.
I'm gonna leave my little thing here. This is your job to watch it. If anything happens to it, I will kill you personally. I will splay your jaw open and boop you on the nose.
So I had her fix these.
Yeah, keep it safe.
Yeah, it's attached.
There you go. Good job.
And then I think
You're some
I've got-
kind of service
They
circle.
had them
You got
here too. They
this.
sold out so quick.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
I should be back after I go do my lap.
yeah, they sell these.
I should be back. See you soon.
Okay. All right. See ya.
You gotta watch it.
Yeah, it's wire. So this is just based off of a webcomic.
That's all that they were all on the top shelf.
Oh yeah. No, these are all mine. Yeah.
This is the same as on the Quan's book yesterday, like 12 hours? On the garage?
Yeah, because I lost.
Is that one?
I lost my keys, and then this is probably
This is it. That's incredible.
So this is a coffee dragon, and this is a tea dragon. So and then
Tempest, you seeing this? It's a coffee dragon and a tea dragon.
I got them at rent. Oh no, both of these. So the tea dragon is tea and then coffee. And then how did the custom one?
I went to the New York Red Word.
Where is he?
Ooh, it's so cool. Dragon plushies.
I had one.
They had an entire dragon stand.
Hey, there's a block of cheese in here. What the heck? I knew that cheese was
there it is.
sneaking in here.
So this is
Gotta
my.
bring some wine.
There's a custom with Star
Oh, I
Wars.
love your head. I love it.
Because
That's
It
a
goes-
dragon
it's a good
that
mark.
comes complete with a circle.
my channel is based. It's Darthland Games. It's based off of.
Come on in, guys. Don't file them by the door.
Yeah.
Come on in, come
So
on
I have
in.
a Star Wars.
All the dragons.
Oh, they're welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, they're welcome.
Oh, it's custom. Based off my
Yeah.
Star Wars. Yeah. It's Darthland Games is my channel, so it's based on
do love your
Darth
Star Wars.
Vader and Death Wing. So that's why.
As soon as I get home, I'll order them.
Oh wow! Oh, here y'all come in.
That's a
It's from World of Warcraft. Yeah, yeah.
Sorry,
Seats are free.
So hold on, let me.
There is a chair right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I stopped playing after we. I don't know it could be a thing, so I'm just like it didn't.
Also, are those speaker ears?
No, they're right. I mean, they're shaped like speakers, yeah. Huh? Oh, nice. Become a war master. I'll figure that out.
There it is.
I have a feeling I know.
They're my Twitch channel. Squeaky. Intense. Squeaky.
Oh, man.
So here's my Twitch channel right there. That's where I'm streaming from. So hold on. So say hi to my Twitch stream. We got a big Noivern in the front here, or not Noivern. It's.
You like some?
Are you Noibat
Noivern.
or Noivern?
Yeah, you had it right.
You want to roll? You can put them where you want.
So, maybe everybody wants to talk about their character, maybe? Everybody wants to talk about their characters? Where are you all with my, where are you here for my panel?
I got some other ones. You want one of these ones?
So, does anyone want to talk about their character? Anybody?
I can start.
Or,
Hello everyone, I'm Mark Volpine, but I also have a couple other personas that I take with me to certain cons. Unfortunately, this con I didn't bring this fursuit, but this is my fursuit and my persona, Pufflehuff, the Dutch Angel Dragon. How I created him was actually, I didn't create him, I found him. I found him online, and throughout time I was able to do some upgrades to him, including giving him some very large wings, not just the little Dutchy wings, but some big wings. That was a recent upgrade, so hope to bring him around next con too.
Yeah.
I'm one of those hybrids. Fox dragon.
Ah, cool.
Like, kind of utility, but also I got Marvel. So I'm a hybrid of that too.
I like that we were just talking about like the popularity of furry family species, and like fox was one of the top ones.
Yeah.
And dragon, so you just topped both of them.
So is that Sisu?
Yeah, everybody always. I'm like Sisu's drunk uncle.
Oh, okay.
No, I'll give you a quick summary. My name is Chains. I am half rock fighter, half dragon. My father was a grungy old rock fighter from Neverending Story.
Oh, yeah.
Love to a cosmic space dragon, and I'm the bastard child. That's just what happened. I've been around for 500 million years. This planet is very boring. I have accumulated nothing in my life but dad jokes. That's probably about it. I'll give you one right now that's very cosmic. Long ago, I was struggling. I went into my father's ancient studies. I was like, Father, please explain to me what a solar eclipse is. He looked at me sternly, looked me square in the eye, and he said, no, son.
Beautiful.
That's hilarious. Anybody else? Right, you want to talk? Okay.
Hi, I'm Darius.
I'm a Stargle, not a dragon, but I love dragons a lot, more than kobolds. And, don't worry about this, a dragon did it.
Surface dog. And I have. Yeah, he has one of those guys too.
Yeah, that's great.
Right.
I'm Texel. I'm a dragonfly.
Oh.
A very particular emphasis on the dragon part. But if you ever played DK64 and remember the Mouse Dogadon, who was the giant dragonfly, that's kind of what it was based on.
Nice.
Cool.
They didn't want to talk about what their favorite dragon might be.
Sean Connery.
Yes. Yes.
That's as quick as I can make it.
I know somebody that I follow on Twitch too. Like same thing with Dragonheart. That's what got him interested in dragons. But like that was like pretty much the only movie I've watched with the parents actually involves dragons in it, and because it's the kind of movie for everybody. Like it's yeah.
You mentioned another dragon movie that, like most movies back then, were all about the dragon being the villain, and it's like Dragonheart was one of the ones that bucked that trend. But you talked about the first one I'd ever seen where the dragon wasn't just an enemy, and that was Flight of Dragons.
Yes. Yeah.
That I loved that movie because it actually kind of got into
Yeah.
the science of how a dragon.
Oh yeah, yeah. And it was interesting at the end, the whole thing with the science. You know, like that, like science defeated that stuff, and he was a scientist that kind of defied, you know, because that's kind of the, you know, the whole thing with, you know, fantasy like defies kind of imagination. I know, like, was it SCP? Like, there's an SCP that like involved a dragon, and like as he like learned, as he was learning things, it sort of got rid of the mystery, and then he just wanted to escape, and eventually they killed him. But the whole thing with like the science and knowledge sort of defeated the fantasy of it, and that's kind of like, you know, that's kind of like where things like here, like the furry con, just like the whole fantasy of everything, that like kind of defeats the scientific stuff, and just like it's your imagination. And that's the whole thing with the Flight of Dragons. The imagination, like, is, you know, that's kind of the whole thing where he developed the board game. So it was an interesting spin of things. But yeah, like I said, they talked about the science of stuff. Because they described the like how dragons can fly, because technically it'd be impossible. So the whole thing with the hydrogen, whatever, and also fueled their fire.
Yeah, they ate rocks, broke it down.
Was it the rocks?
Yeah, they ate the rocks. They broke the rocks down into hydrogen, and then they had the.
Oh, it was the rock?
ignited
Yeah, I forgot.
in
It's
the
been
back
so long.
of the throat.
Delicious rock.
Delicious rocks. Yes.
Which, in a sense, that doesn't make sense, because they didn't like put in like how exactly they did that. Like,
It depends on the rock they're eating.
but like,
It's quite
did they have the teeth to do that, or like rock? You can't really. How do you do that? Like,
I mean, you're talking about a creature that in
It's
fantasy
fantasy.
is
Yeah.
described as having teeth like swords. So
Yeah.
you can bang a sword into rock and it'll work eventually.
yeah.
Legend of Zelda taught us that.
The what?
Legend of Zelda.
Oh yeah, right.
Broke my big Gorgon so many times.
That's gotta be the best song. The doo-dee doo-dee doo-dee. Like it's so catchy. The whole area. So did you evolve before you came here?
No, I was like this the whole time. No, a lot of people assume I used to be a Noi guy. No, I was straight up Noi from day one.
Oh, gotcha. Because both of them look very similar, it's hard to tell the difference.
The other one's like big, black, and large. That's me.
Oh, that's right. The other one's pink. Yeah.
Yeah, but both are fluffy.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. So, and there's also off of the wyvern as well. Like.
Yes.
Yeah, like this guy.
Whoa, yeah.
He's yellow tooth. He's my bud.
Oh.
He's like my most of all the things I own. Like he's the only thing. Like if there was a fire in my house, like an apartment, I would just grab him. Like there's nothing else. It would just
Priority
be him.
one.
Yeah, priority one.
Just make sure he didn't start it.
Yeah, right. Make sure he didn't start it. And then this guy's from the same line. Then I have like a little guy. He's somewhere. He's in here somewhere. Like the little junior. Wherever he is.
Are those carnival dragons?
What?
Did you win those or?
These?
Yeah.
No, that's the thing. I actually got these guys off of eBay.
Oh.
So it's actually his tag says like over here it says a game of dragons is actually by Fiesta. I tried calling it. They didn't have this ID number, so they said they have like a carnival division.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess they don't have an exact line.
Yeah. I had a
and
friend that used to
yeah,
work as a
it's got
carny,
this.
and he used
got
to
this
get
hanger.
plushies and stuff like that because they got them for so cheap to give away with the prizes. And
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
So he just came in a big box, so it was kind of like already kind of wrinkled and everything. So I just saw him on a Google image search, and then I looked up. I found this guy off of eBay. I just looked up the same name, and then. He's very. Hold on. He's in here somewhere. Let's see if I can pull up. There he is. Well, he's somewhere. He's just this little guy right here. He's like a smaller version of this.
One was the $1 prize, one was the $5 prize.
Yeah, right. And then I had this guy. Actually, this was from I think it was Terrificon. So that comes Terry Dragon. So I had her make this little custom version of him.
Aww.
See, this little yellow tooth. They got a little heart that comes off right here. So, because he means so much to me. So they also make other custom dragons as well. And I was like, can I make a little version of him? So I sent a picture of him, and she's like, yeah, I want the little yellow teeth too. I was like, sure. So, little buddy. So this guy, he stays with me at work. Oh wait, where did that come from? Who put this here? Did anybody leave this here? I don't know. I just noticed that. Somebody left that there. I don't know if they wanted me to have it or not.
I didn't see anyone put that there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Always there most of the time.
I don't know who put them there. Cause yeah, that's not mine.
That's a hell of an origami dragon.
Yeah.
Really well done.
I wonder who did that, but that's certainly well done. Oh, I don't know if everybody went to the dragon party yesterday. Yeah. I actually left this guy. I had to go back for this guy. I left him in the room. And like when I came up, she like stuck him out under the door. She's like, "I missed you." I have my little guy too here. This little puppet by Folk Manus. Furpocalypse. 316. I think what this goes till. I think it goes till 4. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
3:30.
3:30. Okay, 3:30. Okay. Oh, did we get anybody? Get some more people in the back there.
Do you need those?
I'm sorry?
Do you need those?
Do you need what?
The chairs.
Oh, no.
Is it okay if people sit on the floor a bit?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Let's see. Folks in the doorway, we have a chair here, here, a little bit of floor space, and we can pull those chairs like over there or something.
These?
Don't block the door. I need to call the panel staff over. I'm sorry if I'm disrupting.
No worries. No, we're just chilling.
You behind there, hand me the chairs over the table.
Yes, Max.
Over the table. Over the table.
I wonder where that little.
I hope this is okay. Oh, I did. They're still blocking the door. Feel free to call people in. If it gets too full, tell them that no more can.
Okay.
Actually want the fire hazard.
Okay, gotcha.
But we just don't want the doors locked. That's the worst thing.
Excuse me, I see an open chair in the far corner.
Do it. There's like 3 open chairs here. Y'all can go in.
It is the egg. Thank you for watching my spiral, good sir. You will be promoted shortly.
Oh, is this low power?
Look at all them dragons.
Oh, it's not charged. Hopefully this will last out for the end.
Look, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's not. Female dragons, they're busy sitting in their cave all day.
They don't. Dragons are gay by default. Unless we
So, no, they aren't.
So how do they make the babies?
You know where we go? We go to the
They're like, well, a boy dragon and a girl dragon, or no, a boy and a boy love each other very much, or something like.
Ever heard of this thing called impreg?
No, I haven't. Please explain it. Person with the friendship bracelet.
What's that? Dragging these balls.
Hold up, I'll get the microscope to go find them.
Does anybody else want to talk about their character?
If I genuinely yapped, people would fall asleep. Snakes and spirals.
Huh. Where are those from?
All over.
All over?
This is Slightly Damned, Persona Pins, Robo Shark.
Robo Shark?
Yeah.
Nice.
These two are from the same artist. I got this one at a trade, these two are at a trade, and this one someone's character.
Mm.
Yeah, let me just put the last pin in, and then you can take a flip through it. Oh shit, this is not the right one, just to clarify. Not gay, just to clarify. This is my last snake.
I don't know if you guys might have a little bit of
No.
Make sure you guys don't block the door.
Go on in, everybody. There's a couple seats.
Yeah.
Just standing in the doorway.
I'm missing a snake. No, fuck. Shit.
Oh yeah, I know that is the loose stuff.
Not good, dude.
I mean, I actually really want to.
$5 for this guy. $5? Yeah, you can flip through it.
What is that?
You can flip through it if you want.
It's like, oh, you're wow, that's a lot of pins. Oh, you got more space for more.
Yeah, flip all the way to the back. There's
Oh.
Not for you. Don't eat it.
Oh, cool. Don't hit me because I'm a little cooler.
What?
I love it. Oh, yeah. Because I'm a little cooler.
Now we just whip out the sticker book. Yeah, it's mostly empty. I just got it like about
Cool.
Once I realized that almost all furries revolve around pins and stickers.
What?
Once I realized all furries revolve around pins and stickers.
Yeah, right.
I got something to store them. What the fuck? Snake damn bit the shark.
I know a friend of mine has
She's not in the mood, bro.
Yeah, that's what I know. It's what? Yeah, it's never walked very well.
It's just timid.
Oh, look. I gotta take a picture of this.